boy, Hennythemoor, reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? Hey, I had to go ahead and spin the block. I know I went live earlier, brought y'all some quality Dallas Cowboys content, but there's still some things I wanted to go over with y'all, just some news, some updates, just different things to touch on. So we're gonna rock out about an hour or so, about 45 minutes to an hour. We're gonna get drunk on this content. Cause listen, I know it's Sunday, but it's Sunday evening, right? A lot of us are going to go back to work tomorrow. We got a lot of people. They're going to probably stress us out. So it's well overdue for y'all to come and make a liquor store run, man. So tap in with your boy, and we're going to get drunk on this Dallas Cowboys content together, man. Salute to y'all. Hey, Lamont, what's up with you, man? I see you slide through the door of the liquor store, my guy. Thank you for tapping in and showing love. Hey, my brother King G that slid in here, man. What's up with y'all, man? Hey, y'all know the usual rules and regulations when y'all tap into the liquor store, man. I don't ask y'all for a lot, but there are a couple things I need y'all to do for me, man. First and foremost, when you slide in here, man, I need y'all to hit that like button. The more likes that YouTube video get, the more that YouTube promotes it. So if you really rock with your boy, hit that like button. Ain't gonna cost you nothing. Ain't gonna charge your card, in the words of my boy landlord. So hit that like button, man. We're trying to grow over here in the liquor store. We're trying to have more folks come and patronize with us. So hit that like button, man. It goes a long way in building and growing over here, man. And then, after you hit that like button, I need you to turn right back around and hit that share button for your boy, man. Because first and foremost, sharing is caring. Then, I want you to remember we are also practicing manifestation inside the liquor store. So we're trying to manifest that 6th championship. So you can't like a video 6 times, but you sure can share it 6 times. So you can go on there and share it, to 6 different Facebook groups, 6 different social media platforms. You can share the 6 different messengers, whatever you want to do, man. So just share the content. Let everybody and their mama know the liquor store is open for business, and that goes a long way as well. Real quick, there's a bunch of y'all that slid in here while I was off the page. Let me see. My boy Eastside Herald 2.0, right? The new and improved Eastside Herald, right? Hey, thank you for tapping in and showing love. We all know that you is probably the biggest Dallas Cowboys fan in the group. So thank you for coming through and rocking with us, man. James Simmons, what's up with you? Miss Regina Green with the green, salute to you. Thomas A. Garrett, what's up with you, my boy? Gary Murphy, I see you. James Simmons, hey, you practicing that manifestation, man. I see the 6 shot glasses, man. Kevin Calloway is also practicing manifestation. I see the 6 championships inside the liquor store. What's up with you, man? My brother Brian Kite, long time no see, man. Hey, Brian, drop one more flame emoji. We're trying to get 6 of everything in here, man. We're doing number 6s in the liquor store. So, hey, thank you for stopping in and showing love. But, hey, add a 6 flame emoji, my boy. Rev Rebel, what's Gucci, man? They was tapping in and showing love to the channel. Let's see who else in here. My boy Chris Davis, what's up with you? Roy Williams said, man, Henny, you back for the 2nd round. Hey, man. Hey, if y'all really be down there drinking like that, man, the 1st round is on me. 2nd round, somebody else gotta get the tab on that. But we gonna do multiple rounds now. Right? We ain't come out, we ain't come outside just to have one little drink and go and sit down somewhere. Nah. We're gonna have multiple rounds inside the liquor store, man. So go ahead and run your tabs up, man. Go ahead and run your tabs up. So, man, yeah, go hit that like button, hit that share button, and most importantly, man, hit that Eagles fan upside the head. Because if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man, I will be able to give you half off on all the merchandise inside the liquor store. And we got exactly what you need to succeed, man. We got Cowboy Readers, we got Hen, we got Gin, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin. So tap in and come get drunk off the content with your boy Hennythemoor in the liquor store. Hey, Mr. Etta Lockhart, what's up with you? Landlord from Wakanda out there trapping Vibranium. What's up with you, man? They were tapping in and showing love, my boy. So you done hit that like button, you done hit the share button, you done hit that Eagles fan upside the head. The last thing I need y'all to do, man, if you want to participate, is hit that Cash App or hit that Super Chat, man, because we still got a raffle going on for these final 6 days. So I am raffling off, and I know it sounds crazy because it's probably 100 degrees where you at right now, but I am raffling off a Dallas Cowboy jacket or a Dallas Cowboys pullover for the winner of the of the raffle. So I'm raffling off all that. So if you want to participate, it's only $5 to enter, and we know we will draw the winner on the third. So the last day to get your entries in will be on the second, and then we'll draw the winner on the third. And if you win, just let me know the color, the size, the brand of the jacket or pullover you want, and we'll make that happen for y'all, man. So again, thank y'all for the love and support. Let's go ahead and jump into the content, man. So I know a lot of us are, still thinking about the preseason game from yesterday. We saw Dak Prescott get the opportunity to call plays. We saw Will Greer look like what's good? He looked like that boy had looked like Steve Young or something. He was out there making plays with his legs, throwing on the move. He was spectacular. Right. So Will Greer looked real good. Maji Smith had a great bounce back game. In terms of what we wanted to see in his development. So there was a lot of good takeaways to take away from that last game. But it's the morning after. There's some things I want to discuss with y'all. There's some talking points, out here. So let's discuss that. All right. Hold on. I'll be building this plane while it's in the air, so y'all forgive me. All right. So let me go ahead and get this loaded in. I'm finna share the screen with y'all. What I want to show y'all. He said, I like mine blue large. He said, nah, it's about to be September. Fall, my favorite season. I'm going to get that jacket, right? Hey, if you win, man, I got you. Lamont said he done encouraged the Eagles fan, man. Hey, you doing the right thing, though, man. They probably deserved it. All right, so let me get this loaded in so I can show you. But we're going to start with some updates on your boy Josh Ball. Everybody's favorite offensive lineman, right? Right, so I do have some updates. Because, when I talked about Josh Ball earlier, I did not know the full, lengths of his injury. I could only, care to guess at how severe it was. Well, now we actually have a more clear update, and it's a little bit clearer of a picture of what's going to happen with that boy Josh Ball. Yo, what's up with you, Rico Jones, Jamie and Cal, T Smooth TV? What's Gucci with you, man? What's Gucci with y'all, man? Thank y'all for tapping in. So yeah, we now got more information around Josh Ball. It's not good for him, right? Depending on how y'all feel about Josh Ball as a player, it might be good for us. But let's go ahead with the report by Michael Gilkey. So Cowboys guard/tackle Josh Ball underwent an MRI today that revealed a soft tissue injury in the hip groin area that will sideline him about 2 months, dog. A person familiar with results said. Injury occurred on the opening drive Saturday, limiting his ability to anchor in pass pro before his exit. So listen, I am not a big fan of Josh Ball. I've come on this platform. I said that man don't belong in the NFL. I've said, that he need to, if he wasn't 6'8", he should go and drive trucks. I said all kinds of slander against the name of Josh Ball. But at the end of the day, he's a human being. I never want a player to get hurt just because I don't particularly think they're good. I never want a guy. So prayers up to Josh Ball. I pray that he makes a speedy recovery, that he can get back to what he does. But yeah. So now listen. I believe the Dallas Cowboys got two options when it comes to Josh Ball now. Because if they let him, stay active and he makes the initial 53-man roster before they put him on IR, they could bring Josh Ball back after he recovers. After he recovers, he can, come back and play. Right? That's option number one. But for that to happen, like I said, he would have to make the initial 53-man roster. Right? So Josh Ball, in order to play this season, would have to make the 53-man roster then go on IR, and then he will be eligible to come back. The other scenario is if they put Josh Ball on the 53 on the IR right now, right? If they forego putting him on the 53-man roster and they just move him to the IR, he will not be eligible to come back this season. They will still have the rights to Josh Ball, but at that point, he wouldn't be able to come back and play for the Dallas Cowboys in the 2023 season. So hopefully, right, because y'all know my opinion on Josh Ball as a player. I don't think he's that good. I prefer Mr. Richards and all those other people over him. So, my hope is that the Dallas Cowboys go ahead and put him on IR, go ahead and shut him down for the season so he can fully get healthy, and then we'll reevaluate Josh Ball next offseason. What I do not want to happen is if they let Josh Ball make the initial 53-man roster and then move him to IR, because that's a roster spot. He has to account for a roster spot before they can do anything with him and bring him back or so forth in that manner. So I would prefer they go ahead and just shut him down for the season, put him on IR. Don't rush him back, because you don't want somebody to get a chronic hip injury. That would definitely derail his career and his development. So that's what I believe. Because listen, they love Josh Ball for some reason. Y'all know I've been trying to get Josh Ball, sit out the door for a long time. But I think that they're going to give him a chance. I think they're going to put him on IR, and then I just don't know at what point will they put him on IR. You so crazy, landlord. He said give him steroids, he will be fine. Well, what are y'all thoughts though, man? I know a majority of y'all want to cut Josh Ball. I'm fine with that. But I think realistically, due to what the Dallas Cowboys have shown, they shown how they feel about Josh Ball. They are going to give him another chance to come back healthy. Right, so yeah, I personally might cut the boy, but I don't think the Dallas Cowboys will. Man, 9 times, hey, Miss Charles, I'm pretty sure that he'll be back. Right, Dallas Cowboys like that boy a lot. He said, I hope it's not another Tyron Smith in the making. Well, at least Tyron Smith was a gold jacket guy before he started getting chronic injuries. Like, we're talking about Josh Ball, like he ain't, like, we're speaking on Josh Ball, like he ain't worth a quarter. We don't even want Josh Ball when he's healthy. Roy, so you said you would rather have Ball over Chuma? I mean, neither one is really spectacular up to this point. But listen, I think we all can agree. I think I touched on these points earlier. We know the top 7, not even the top 5. We know the top 7 offensive linemen on this team right now. Right? If you go down the list, OG Tyron Smith, the young bull Tyler Smith, Tyler Badass, right? Then you got Zach Martin and Terrence Steele. And those are your starting 5. And then the 2 most impressive swings have been Richards and TJ Bass. So we know the 7 guys that we can trust. So, it's really up in the air if I care about any of these other offensive linemen that's on the team right now. I know the 7 that need to be on the team. So, if it works out for him, I think I will. What's up with you, Michael Lockhart? Thank you for tapping in and showing love, my boy. So, yeah, those are the 7 that I would bring back. Anybody else, not too sure. Don't think I would. He said if he dies, he dies. Y'all so damn crazy. King G said Chuma over Ball. Would we do Chuma? Possibly. Maybe so. I don't know. I really would just wait. Right, because listen, we took a flyer on Trey Lance, who was a former first-round pick. You know, there is an offensive lineman that just got cut who was a former first-round pick. Right? And his name, let me go up to it, because I just seen him. Yeah, what's up with you, John Jones? Salute to you, my boy. They said, shout out to Ivan Drago. I ain't never thought I'd hear somebody say that. All right, so listen. Jermaine Ifedi was a former first-round pick. Jermaine Ifedi was a former first-round pick, and he just got released by the Lions. So, hey, if we're in the business of having reclamation projects, we might as well bring him in. King G said when it's the cut date, all teams have to have their roster down to 53 men by Tuesday at 3 p.m. So Tuesday at 3 p.m., every team in the National Football League has to have their roster down to 53 men. Right, so you know there are teams that are already making cuts. There are teams that are already making cuts as of today. But no, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. So, and listen, there are teams that they're not sitting around and waiting for that day. Like there's some teams that already started making some of their cuts. Right, the guys that they're already decided they don't want them in their program. You know, they're sending them away. Right, they're sending them away. Now the Dallas Cowboys, on the other hand, I'm glad y'all brought that up because this is a perfect time to segue. See, I love the communication. So it makes it so much easier in the liquor store for me. So now we can segue. Right, there are plenty of teams that are releasing people. Dallas Cowboys are not going about it that way, right? So and this is again by Michael Gilkin. So you want to stay informed, make sure that you follow that boy Michael Gilkin, man. You know that he always brings quality content. Joe said when Josh Ball gets cut, not even his mama will take him. Ooh, Joe. Yeah, the Eagles cut 12 folks already. The Eagles cut a bunch of folks. You know, the Seahawks made a bunch of cuts. The Cardinals cut some folks. The Giants have cut people. The Dallas Cowboys are not planning to cut anybody. So according to Michael Gilkin, Cowboys don't to cuts today, not until Tuesday morning. So the Dallas Cowboys are going to take this down to the wire. None of these guys are going to know, you know, their fates outside of Will Grier, of course. Nobody knows their fate outside of Will Grier. So, you know, no, we haven't cut a single soul. So nobody knows their fate just yet, and they're not planning on letting them know anything until the day of, right? So in the past, as Michael Gilkin pointed out, they typically do so over a 2-day period. 90-man roster will reduce to 53 players by Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Right? So to stay informed, right? So to stay informed, that's 3 p.m. my time. That's 1 p.m. if you stay in California or, you know, or on the West Coast. That's 4 p.m. if you're on Eastern Time. So you'll know the Dallas Cowboys final roster by then. That is the deadline, you know. So you'll know the final roster by then. Knowing the Dallas Cowboys, you know, they'll make the cuts and make everything official, you know, probably a couple hours beforehand. But you know, at the bare minimum, you know, you check back at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you'll know your 53-man roster going into the 2023 season. So the Dallas Cowboys, and listen, I agree with this. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you need to leave yourself the opportunity to change your mind. You need to leave yourself the opportunity to change your mind. If there are certain roster battles or roster spots that are like neck and neck this close, you need to spend the extra amount of time deliberating on which player you want. If it's super close, hairline close, you need all the time in the world, to sit back and mull that over. And then listen, Dallas Cowboys told Will Grier before he even played this last preseason game they were gonna cut him. Well, he played so good, they need to have. They should have never even announced that Will Grier was gonna get released. They should have never even announced that Will Grier was gonna get released. Because there's so many different ways that you could have played that, right? Because listen, Will Grier played that well. You could have maybe stashed him, right? We all know, just from rumors, the Dallas Cowboys are known to sneak somebody onto the injury report so they don't lose. What's up with you, Dunny Holmes? Thank you for tapping in. My boy Tyrone Church said Dorrance Armstrong need to be traded. I think that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed because when Dorrance Armstrong had his most value was last year. That was last year. He ain't give me the big names that won't be here. Ooh. He said, I know it's nefarious, gotta tell us though. Okay. I'll pivot and answer your question, King G. I don't necessarily know if they're big names, but I just thought about this. I think Neville Gallimore is going to be a casualty. They've already drafted another 3 tech to take his spot. So I think Neville Gallimore, who's a guy that's been here for a couple of years, I think that he is on the way out. Yeah. Neville Gallimore is one. Yeah, I can see Semi Fehoko not making this final roster. Yeah, I can see Semi Fehoko not making this final roster. Right? So I can see Semi getting cut because we already know our 6 wide receivers. So Semi, the best chance for Semi is to make it to the practice squad. Right, so I can see Semi getting cut. I can see Neville getting cut, as I mentioned. I don't think they're going to cut Josh Ball. Listen, I believe he deserves to get cut, but I also think the Dallas Cowboys like him and they view him as a project. So I think they're going to give him some more opportunities. Yeah, I think Josh will be here. Now listen, yo, what's good, Cowboy AJ? I see you. And listen, I don't think that you can get, I don't think you can get much for Neville Gallimore right now anyway. When Neville Gallimore had value was last year, because then you would have been trading for somebody that was in the middle, of top tier production that still had a season and a half. They would have had him for the rest of that season, and they would have had him for all of this season. So there was more to demand from him. He said Nahshon Wright. I think Nahshon Wright is going to be a guy that they stash as well. Nahshon Wright, could not participate, in these final preseason games due to an injury. I'm not sure that they'll hold that against him. I think that Nahshon Wright is somebody that they're going to stash on IR. I could be mistaken about that, and they might flat out cut him, but I definitely could see them stashing Nahshon Wright as well. Oh, I feel like Kelvin Joseph's going to make it. Kelvin Joseph was one of the highest rated corners in the entire preseason, not just on our team, but he was like top 3, right? Then he only gave up like 20 something yards on 9 targets. Like he played phenomenally. We also know that he is one of our starters on special teams. He's one of our starters on special teams. all the tight ends are safe because John Stevens Jr. got hurt. John Stevens Jr. is going to miss the entire year. So I'm gonna put it to you like this: if John Stevens Jr. had never gotten injured, then they were going to probably cut McKeon. Sean McKeon would have probably been the odd man out because he was very limited in what he could do. He was very limited in what he could do. So yeah, he would have probably been the odd man out because John Stevens Jr. could block and he could pass catch, and Mike McCarthy values that. Keystone, what's Gucci, man? They were stepping in and showing love. But you also got to think about it like this, Jamie and Cal. We can't say that he looked good against backups and then put somebody like Eric Scott over him that didn't look good against backups. You know what I mean? Because we already got our top 3 corners. We know it's going to be Diggs, Gilmore, and Bland. They're going to be your top 3 corners. So, Eric Scott and Kelvin Joseph were fighting for that 4th corner spot while Jordan Lewis is on IR. So if we're just going off of what we've seen in preseason, he's been the better corner out of the 2 of those guys. So, we can't have Eric Scott on the field and he's getting towed up by guys that are going to be shopping, working at Target. That Izzy didn't have a good preseason, could be on the bubble. Well, listen, I seen that boy Izzy play good in the actual postseason game. He played good in 2 postseason games. So, I don't know. Now, the Dallas Cowboys have a very good problem because we are super deep at safety. Right? We are super deep at safety. So I'm not completely sure what direction that we go with the safety room. But we know our top 3 are safe. But we know that Dono, Kearse, and Malik Hooker are locks. We also know that Marquise Bell is a lock because Marquise Bell is going to start for Donovan Wilson while he's out. So we already got 4 safeties. Right? So that's 4 safeties right there. If you factor in the fact that Wanye have been playing his ass off, and then we got Israel Mukuamu, who showed up and locked down that boy Godwin in a postseason game. Then we're about 6 deep at safety. We are about 6 deep at safety right now. But it's the thing. Even though you said Bell looked better at linebacker, I want y'all to remember, we play our safeties as linebackers anyway. Jaron Kearse is not 20 yards from the ball. He is in the box. Donovan Wilson, for the most part, is not 15 or 20 yards away from the ball. He is in the box. All our safeties have linebacker responsibilities. That's why Jaron Kearse has the green dot. That's why Donovan Wilson is able to get 5 sacks, right? They all have linebacker responsibilities anyway. So, it wouldn't be more so that Marquise Bell is actually a linebacker. It's more so that Marquise Bell is a strong safety for the Dallas Cowboys. We just ask our strong safeties to do linebacker stuff. And listen, it's been effective. It's been effective for the most part. And it should be even more effective if our defensive tackles keep them boys clean. That's not even an elephant in the room. Listen, if y'all are just now rocking with your boy Henny, I've been out on Jabril Cox for a long time. He has great size. He has great athleticism. He got great length. He has everything that you would want in that kind of hybrid player. But dog, he has not put it together yet. He has not put it together yet. And honestly, let's be real. Oh, hey, shout out to my boy King G for the $10 super chat, man. That got you another 2 raffle entries for that jacket, man. So salute to you, man, and thank you for rocking with me. And if y'all want to be like King G and improve your odds of winning the jacket or pullover, hit the Cash App, which is $ Hennythemoor, or you can hit the super chat or the super stickers. But let's keep it real. If Jefferson and DeMarvion Overshown did not get injuries, Jabril Cox would have been out the door. He was probably in my mind the last linebacker, on this team in terms of the depth chart. He still is probably the last linebacker on this team. Hold on. He said, as soon as I come in the door, here you go with this real Cox slander. Man, this is not slander. It's not slander. Because listen, landlord, I'm going to ask you. He said, slander is hilarious. Hey, listen, dog. Let's hear me out, though. Hear me out. Was these guys, shout out to my boy Dunny Holmes for the $10 cash app as well, man. They got you 2 raffle entries, my boy. So thank you for the love. But listen, is it slander if it's true? Sometimes the truth hurts, right? Sometimes the truth hurts. Now we can sugarcoat the truth and make it sound more palatable, for us, right, to digest and take in. But the truth of the truth is sometimes the truth hurts. Because Overshown is a better linebacker. I hate to say this because I never like to say this about LVE, but LVE is a better linebacker. It's the truth. Damone Clark is a better linebacker than Jabril Cox. Devin Harper is a better linebacker than Jabril Cox. I'm 4 deep already. I'm 4 deep with linebacker spot. Right? So I'm 4 deep in linebacker now. Right? Who else? Jefferson. For the little bit I've seen for Jefferson, I like that more than him. So that's 5 linebackers I would take over Jabril Cox. And that's not even counting the safeties I trust more than him on the field. So listen, there are 5 linebackers that are better than Jabril Cox, and there's 6 safeties I would put on the field in the box before I trust Jabril Cox to go out there. Right, so let's do this again. 5 linebackers on this team are better than Jabril Cox, and I trust 6 safeties over what I've seen from Jabril Cox. So I would play all my safeties in the box before I ask Jabril Cox to play a snap for me. Am I lying, dog? Am I lying? It sounds harsh, but am I lying? There's like 11 people I trust to get on the field before I put Jabril Cox on there. Yeah, I would humbly disagree with you, Coach Mar. Jabril Cox not even a practice squad guy right now. Landlord that came in here with the blasphemy. He said, Kelvin Hicks, gold jacket man. Hell no. Hell no. What kind of gold jacket he got? What kind of gold jacket he got? He must have pledged or something. He must have pledged or something. Yeah, I trust 11 people to get on the field before I trust Jabril Cox, kinfolk. How about Jabril Cox? Nah, cause he must have pledged. Like his fraternity must give out gold jackets. That's the only way he gonna ever get a gold jacket. His fraternity must have gave out gold jackets. He must be out there stepping. Rev Rebel said the gold jacket from the flea market. Man, he got a gold jacket from Salvation Army. There ain't no damn way. Ain't no way. Man, landlord, I'm just saying that there are 11 people on this team I take over right now. That you said that before he got hurt. Hell yeah, I said he wasn't shit before he got hurt. He said he a part of the step team. Yeah, that boy a part of the step team. Hey, listen, but Jabril Cox might got a praying mama. Because Jabril Cox would have definitely been cut had he not, had these injuries not happen. Hell, he still might get cut. They still might cut Jabril Cox. But, he definitely was going to get cut, before the Overshown injury and the other injuries. What's up with you, Michael Autry? They were tapping in and showing love. But Danny Woods, they was sliding in, man. Good to see you in here, my boy. Michael Autry, what's Gucci, man? They was tapping in and showing love to the channel, man. Joshua Fisher, what's up with you, my boy? Thank you for rocking out, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share button for me, man. But right now, man, hold on. Let me check my word. Let me see what y'all doing for your boy. Yeah, man, we got 65 people. Thank y'all. Yeah, we got 65 people inside the liquor store. We only got 44 likes because I wouldn't like it myself. So, man, make sure y'all hit that like button for me, man. Thank you. Make sure you hit that like button for me, man. Hit that like button, hit that share, hit that Eagles fan upside the head, hit that cash app, hit them super chats, man. But yeah, but listen, another thing though. I hope that Jabril Coxon proved me wrong. I hope and pray that Jabril Coxon proved me wrong. He said, "Hen, this ain't like you. You have now fully transitioned into the full Hennessy." Hey, y'all, hey, you wildin', landlord. You said I done fully evolved. Oh, Jesus. Man, hear me out, dog. He said, "I'll a little under the weather, brother." Damn, man. Hey, make sure you drink you a hot toddy, man. If you don't know what a hot toddy is, you know, go out there, you know, boil you up some tea packets, add some whiskey inside of that, right? While it's still boiling, you know, while the tea's still boiling, add the whiskey in there, right? If you ain't got whiskey, you can use any cheap brown liquor, right? Drop in some peppermints, you know, and some honey, you know, mix that up and drink it while it's hot. That shit cure everything but cancer. Cure everything but cancer. What you mean my change up game? What is y'all talking about? This is next level slander. This is next level slander character assassination. I don't know what y'all boys is talking about, man. He said, "Henny, change up game. It's crazy. What's wrong? What is wrong with y'all, man? Why y'all doing me like this?" But yeah, that's the way I feel though, man. And listen, there are people that still high on Jabril Cox. Like, he has athletic ability, he has size, he has length, he has all those things that you look for. He said, "This is Henny new logo, got 2 recycled." Oh, y'all, wow. Y'all is crazy. Y'all crazy as hell, man. But yeah, we'll move on. We'll move up from the linebacker room, though. But what other guys do you think is not gonna make the team? Because I'm about 99% sure they're just gonna stash Josh Ball somewhere. Hold on, my boy Roy Williams came in with the $5 super chat. He got a lot to say. Let me see what my brother done said. The reason it's taking so long for the Cowboys to make their cuts is because they don't like the Cup draft picks. Semi Ball and Gallimore should be gone. No. Excuse me. All 3 of those guys should be gone. Yeah, all 3 of those guys should be gone. It's a wrap. They should be gone. Like, and listen, I think that Semi still has some talent, but I think there are other guys that are playing better than Semi Fehoko right now. So the 6 guys that are already locks at wide receiver, I would take them over Semi Fehoko. I'll take them over Semi Fehoko. Yeah, I'll take Devin Harper, Malik Jefferson over Jabril Cox. I would. Henny like Malik Davis game 1. Now Malik Davis is Mr. Practice Squad. Yo, listen. I came in. Listen, I am the person. Listen, I want y'all to understand something about me. I am the person that believes in updating your resume. When Malik Davis first came in to this offseason, I said that it was his job. It was running back 2 was his job to lose. And over the course of training camp and preseason, He lost that motherfucker. I came in saying it was his job to lose, and his actions have resulted in him losing that motherfucker. But Rico Dowell is running back too. Deuce Vaughn has looked better than him. And I honestly don't know if they're going to even keep Hunter. Because let's be honest with y'all. There are so many running backs that are going to be free and available. There might be a guy that ends up available on the open market that they like better than both of them. He lost it. So, so once he lost his job and he played bad, I had to then come on my platform, which I did not want to do because I wanted to be proven right about Malik Davis. And I had to sit here and say he wasn't playing good. Dog, do you understand that he did not even average a yard the first preseason game? He averaged 0.8 yards. An eighth of a yard, like 0.8 yards. 0.8 yards. A yard is only 3 feet. So this man was averaging like 2 feet or some shit like that. 2 feet or some change. This man was out there averaging 2 rulers when he touched the ball. That is not, gonna get it. He was getting the most first reps, and by end of camp, he slipped carries with Hunter for a 4-string. I know. Yeah, cut Rojo. And I want y'all to remember something. If you're not good enough to have a nickname, don't come in the chat box dropping no nickname they don't deserve. Rojo does not deserve a nickname. His name is Ronald. His mama named him Ronald. I am going to call him Ronald. Yeah, we're not going to sit here and give folks shit. He going somewhere. Ain't no way that y'all can justify him being hurt and suspended and think he should stay. He contributed nothing. Why should he get a roster spot over the guys that actually contributed to the team? There are guys that played well in spots that are not going to get a roster spot. So why should Ronald Jones get a roster spot after being hurt and suspended? And then let's go further. The 1 year that a team depended on him to be running back one, they benched him in the playoffs so they could win. That's where that playoff Lenny stuff came from, right? He was running back number one at first, lost his job. Rojo ain't better at shit. Hold on, I got love for y'all, man, but hold on now. Ronald Jones ain't better at nothing. Let's look at the numbers, because numbers don't lie. I lie sometimes. Women lie, men lie. Numbers don't lie. All right, so looking at Ronald Jones, right? The last time that he started in the NFL was back in 2020. Well, he started at least double-digit games. 192 carries, 978 yards, 7 touchdowns. And then, let's see. Yep, they messed around. They benched his ass. So they benched him. They benched him game 14 with Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette was their leading back going into the playoffs. So they benched him in order to get better results. Backdoor, only started 3 games in 2021, had 101 carries, 428 yards, 4 touchdowns. Yeah, this is not the guy. This is not the guy. So if he was so valuable, why he get benched? He said, how many fumbles? Let's go to that. Hold on. Let me get this pulled up. This thing moving slow, dog. Y'all forgive me. All right, so let's take a look. I finally got this damn thing to load up. All right. So 2020, he fumbled twice and lost both of them. The next year, he fumbled twice and lost both of them. The year after that, they didn't play him enough for him to fumble. And then in 2019, he had 3 fumbles and lost 2 of them. So he lost 6 fumbles in, the 3 years that teams actually depended on him. In comparison, we did not have a running back lose a fumble at all last year. Yeah, Fournette was better. But there's not a player on this team that he's better than. He didn't. That man had no starts. He played 6 games and had no starts. Had 17 carries for the entire 2022 season. So, man, listen. So, yeah, I don't know about Ronald Jones, dog. See, I want the Chiefs running back, Carlos. Do you think we let... Yeah, I'm back on Fargo Luxury Realty. Thank you for tapping in and showing love, man. It said, do you think we let jump the gun on... Yeah. I agree with that because listen, I would have kept Will Grier because he fits what we do offensively. He fits what we want to do offensively. Jeffrey Smith, what's up with you, man? Said, do we have anyone equal to Tony Pollard? No. Tony Pollard is the best running back that we have, followed by Rico Dowell in terms of the complete package and pass blocking and things along those lines, right? Because he can pass block, he can run between the tackles, this, that, and the third. Then we know we got Deuce Vaughn. So I'll take those 3 over having what's that boy name? Ronald Jones. Yeah. Said, what you think they're gonna do with Josh Ball out for 2 months? I just think they're gonna put him on IR. I just think they should do the right thing and go ahead and put him on IR and just shut him down for the season than to have him take one of the original 53 rosters, man, one of the original 53 roster spots, and then put him on IR. Because if you do it the last way, if you let him make the 53-man roster and then move him to IR, you can bring him back when he's healthy. If you put him on IR now, it ends his season. He won't be eligible to come back to 2024. He showed his toughness. And listen, I like Hunter. But the Dallas Cowboys don't give a damn about none of that. There is a real, and I want y'all to be prepared for this. There's a real scenario. There's a real scenario where they cut both Malik Davis and Hunter Luke. I just want y'all to be prepared for that. There is a real scenario where they cut them both. We have not made the cut for Will Grier official yet, but we already informed Will Grier the moment that we made the trade for Trey Lance, that we would be departed. We will be parting ways with him. Greer was gone before we stepped on the field last night. Yeah, and really, they did Will Greer a solid, because they already knew they wasn't going to keep him, but they let him play the entire game, to audition for other teams. They let him play the entire game, and he went out there and had the best, season of his life. We'll see. But we also know that Mike McCarthy don't make all the roster moves, because Jerry Jones said out of his mouth that he did not consult Mike McCarthy before he traded for Trey Lance. He did not consult Mike McCarthy. He damn sure did not consult Dak Prescott. So we all know that Jerry Jones, makes moves on his own. He said Greer was playing for his career and finally showed me what he was doing at West Virginia. Hey man, there was a point in time where they thought that boy was going to be a first round pick. When he was at West Virginia, like there were some scouts that thought he could have been a first round pick. So I'm happy that he had a good showing. He said, "What's up? Just left the stew, dropping another fire ass beat." Hey man, hey, is it gonna be on your page? I'm gonna go check you out. Let me know if it's on your page. I'm gonna go check it out, my boy. He said he did have 60 yards receiving. Yeah. Do you like did you like what you see in Billy Jones? Yeah, I do. It's just the fact that we're so deep at the wide receiver position. It's going to be hard for him to get on the team. It's going to be hard for him to get on the team. Now, I hope that the Dallas Cowboys can bring him back to the practice squad. I would bring him back to the practice squad before I brought back that boy Simi. Well, we already know the 4 tight ends the Dallas Cowboys going to carry. He said, and cut MC, what's his name? Who y'all talking about? MC, what's his name? Bet. Well, hey, once it's on your page, man, I'm gonna go check it out, my boy. Now, listen, I've been hoping for years that the Dallas Cowboys would keep a fullback. And there's some great plays, in the zone run scheme that you can run with a lead blocker at the backfield. So, those are my selfish reasons for wanting Hunter out there, because I can definitely see his usage as a fullback. Yeah, Isaiah Land too good to cut. Isaiah Land is entirely too good to cut. So yeah, I will let Isaiah Land make the 53 man roster. Dan Quinn been scouting this man for 2 years. He did not wait 2 years to get his hands on that boy to let him hit the open market. Oh, I thought about cutting Sean McKeon. I would have cut Sean McKeon so quick, but he is only safe. He's only safe because Stevens Jr. got injured. Oh yeah, they keep it. Listen, Dan Quinn coveted that boy. So do I like safety? One-Gay Thomas, I do. But I don't know how many safety the Dallas Cowboys are going to keep. That's the only thing that sucks. I don't know how many safeties the Dallas Cowboys are going to keep. So I've been going for a fullback too. Got to remember in our Super Bowl wins, we had a yeah. People be forgetting how integral that boy Moose was, man. He's a baller, man. I just don't know how many safeties the Dallas Cowboys are going to keep, because we already got 4. We're already 4 deep. Yeah, we already got 4 safeties. So I'm concerned. Because we got 6 good ones. Butler's at the tail end. Because I will put Israel McQuamu over Butler. I'm putting Wanye Thomas over Butler. I'm putting all those boys over Butler. And it's not that he's bad. It's just that all those other guys are better. So I don't know. We'll have to figure that out, man. There might be a couple of head scratching roster moves that might piss us off. There might be a couple of roster moves that piss us off. So I just want us to be prepared for that. So do I think that Wanye is better in coverage? I think Wanye is one of your better coverage safeties. You know, the best coverage safety that you got, you know, I would say is Malik Hooker. You know, after that, I would say Izzy because of his cornerback background, and then I put Wanye. Yo, that 59-yarder, let me tell you something. What? Hey, I'm glad that he got a chance to redeem himself. Because 59-yard field goal is a hard one. He had 2 cracks at it. He missed one and he made one. So I'm happy with that. As long as he makes everything 40 yards in, I'm good. As long as he doesn't miss any extra points, I'm good. So that's how I'm living. I can live with that. Juan Cooper said, I hope we cut everyone who only showed us something one time. Hunter stumbling ass. Hey man, we're gonna see some very interesting. You know, we're gonna see some very interesting roster moves. Clevo said 49 yards in the extra points for me. That's fine. We might well round that up. Let's just say 50 yards in. I need you to make it. Everything else I can live with. My boy Smoke One for you said, "Oh yeah, I slapped 5 Eagles fans on my way in as well." Yes, sir. Hey man, thank you for rocking, man. Hey, you're doing a public service right there, my boy. You was doing a public service. So keep up the good work, man. And you find an Eagles fan eating shit out your dumpster, right? You find one, you know, following your dog around the park eating shit, right? Slap the hell out. They deserve that because they nasty. They nasty. Yeah, I seen that the Cowboys game rerun is on NFL Network. I'm actually going to check out the I'm actually going to check out the Houston Texans and New Orleans Saints game at 7. I am going to check that out. Kato Smoke V said, "Can't blame Hunter for having a lack of opportunity. I hate when we do that. It's the way of the world. I don't think we're going to have 50 plus field field goals a lot. We probably won't. We move the ball pretty damn good. From what I've seen, and when you factor in the fact that we got great yak guys, we know for a fact. Hold on, he said I had to divorce my last wife. She was an Eagles fan. Can't have that negative. Boy, you crazy as hell. Dak owns filthy. What's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel, my boy. Thank you for rocking with me. But yo, man, I appreciate y'all for taking time out y'all day to slide through. Hold on, man. Hold on. I am not finna leave just yet. I'm not finna leave just yet because I got some shit I want to talk to y'all about. So y'all can't let me, y'all can't let me get sidetracked like that. I had a whole nother topic I wanted to touch on with y'all. So this is a quote. They were talking about Dak Prescott's play calling last night, right? Bet, man, I'm gonna go check it out, my boy. But yeah, we is not done. Yeah, we ain't done yet. I'm tripping. I like getting through all my topics before I call it a day. So you probably can't see it. My eyes are bad too because I'm getting old as hell. But I'm gonna read this for y'all, good people, man. Dak Prescott. All right, this from John Machota, right? As I always say, make sure y'all give him a follow. Dak Prescott on calling the offense in the first half. Yeah, it's fun. It's a great time. This is the stuff you dream about when you play this game. It's not just playing the game. It's being able to impact it every which way. Obviously, knowing that this is a big night for Will, I was just trying to make him comfortable, keep him comfortable, and continue with the spirit we have going. Dak on his favorite play call. Really just watching Will use his feet. All the plays have been plays he's good at, plays we're good at, and that all the guys are comfortable with. But watching him use his feet is what it's all about, showing his athleticism and extending plays. Well, Dak, that really sounds like how you used to get down, my boy. That really sounds like how you used to get down. So listen, let's dissect this for a little bit. The way that Dak Prescott called this game is probably how Dak Prescott wants the game called for him, if we're being honest. Right? He played to the strengths of Will Grier, who has a similar skill set to him. Right? He called a bunch of bootlegs, right? He called a bunch of bootlegs and a bunch of play action opportunities to move the launch point for Will Grier and give him opportunities to use his feet to make throws on the run, or make plays with his leg out of structure of the actual play itself. We all know that Dak Prescott excelled at these facets of the game, early on in his career, and honestly, even to this day, when you give Dak Prescott the opportunity to run the football, he gets positive yardage. He has a great EPA per run, for quarterbacks, right? So Dak Prescott, and you can take anything away from the way that he called the game. I want us to take away the fact that this is probably how we need to call the game for Dak Prescott. A bunch of bootlegs, a bunch of play action, right? A lot of opportunities for yak. I seen Dak Prescott have him throw some wide receiver screens. I seen that Dak Prescott called up some runs. He didn't do like I would have did. Like, listen, if I had the opportunity to call plays in an NFL game, I would have called a flea flicker the first play of the game just for the hell of it. I would have did something crazy. But Dak Prescott, he established the run game early. He utilized the play action early and often. He kept Will Grier comfortable. He kept them out of third and long situations for the most part. Outside of when there was penalties. So I like the way that Dak Prescott called that game. And honestly, we need to do the same for Dak Prescott when it's time for him to go out there and play for us. We all know how much that Dak Prescott excels when he utilizes the play action pass. When you look at the numbers for the play action pass for Dak Prescott, right, over the course of his career, 822 attempts, 562 completions, 48 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Been great with the play action pass, right? So that's over 68% of his passes he completes when utilizing play action. It's almost a five. Listen, that's almost a 5-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. Yeah, I know that was sort of small. So listen, play action. You know, utilize more of these West Coast concepts to get the ball out of Dak Prescott's hand. He said Dak called the game, no BS. 35 passes and 35 run plays, and he fed Lukey every time. And when he got hot, he keep going to it like you should. Yeah, I love the play calling too for Dak Prescott. I love the play calling too for Dak Prescott, man. Okay, now we can depart from here because I wanted to touch on that before we left. So we got the schematics. We got the schematics for how we want to run these plays. This is exactly what I want to see. Play action, move the lunch point for Dak. Give him some opportunity for his wide receivers to get yak yardage. All those things that we want for. So let's go out here. Game 1 to the Giants. Let's have the same game plan. And listen, it definitely makes sense to run against the Giants because they were the 27th ranked run defense last year anyway. So, make them show you that they can stop the run this year. Choctaw said Dak is a better OC than Karen Moore. I agree. Definitely look like it. But yo, man, now I'm finna depart. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the support. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. If you ain't hit the share button already, make sure you share it a couple times. Slap the shit out the Eagles fan, man, one more time for good measure. Hit that Cash App, hit that super chat, hit them super stickers so you can win this Dallas Cowboy jacket or pullover. And your boy's out, man. Thank y'all for everything. God bless. And I'm out.